Good morning and welcome to Gray Middle School. We are proud to be hosting the 2015 Illinois Grade School Music Association District Organizational Contest. Before this morning's performance, we'd like to remind you to silence all cell phones and pagers. At the conclusion of each ensemble's appearance, clinicians will be given the opportunity to work with the performing groups. We ask you to remain seated until this brief workshop is completed. The distinguished panel of judges for today's instrumental performances is Jeff J., Robert Blasek, and Gerard Harris. The next ensemble to perform today is the Edison Middle School Jazz Ensemble under the direction of Jill Carr. They will be performing the following selections: Ran Can Can, arranged by Rick Stitzel, then New Orleans Midnight by Matt Harris, and Vertigo by Larry Barton. Please join us in welcoming the Edison Middle School Jazz Ensemble.
2, 3.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you. I got the microphone, I'm louder, but you all are more than me, so you should be mightier than me. Spectacular job this morning. Very nice job on the music. You all should be very proud of yourselves. My name is Gerard Harris, and I want to be the first of us to come up here and start doing a little bit of talking. I'd like for you guys to take out the very last tune that you played, Vertigo. And what I want to do is I would like to have everybody sing from the beginning. We're all going to sing our parts. So nobody plays, we all just sing. All right, so I'm going to count you off and we're going to go for it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, Spectacular. That's my guy right there. In the middle, trumpet. Did everybody expect for me to say that or something? Is he usually the most enthusiastic? Usually it is. So, that kind of enthusiasm really comes across in the music too. So, the main thing you guys want to do is the way that you sang is typically the way that you would play. So, trumpets in particular, you guys all need to play, what's your name?
Jack.
Jack?
Yes.
We all need to play with the same enthusiasm as Jack. Jack says, da 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 da. And so with all this rhythm, it's a lot of notes. So lots of this music is about the shape, so accenting certain things. Da 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 da. So you get the gist of the rhythm without me tapping, without having to do the whole tap dance routine. So making sure we're accenting the strong beats, the beginnings and the endings of phrases, and any kind of really strong syncopated figures. So, intention, what I said to the group before you guys, intention. So Jack sings with intention. Jack means to play the rhythm that way. So when you sing it that way, you gotta play it that way. You all, I would say, if we had to assign colors, the way you all sang was gray. Nothing wrong with gray. Gray is a very nice color. But we tend to think of gray days, rainy days, kind of gloomy, kind of blah, right? So if your line is da, 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 it's the right notes and everything, right? But we want to make more, a big element of music is making drama out of what's on the written page. So lots of times nothing is necessarily written. So I'll sing that again. This is the saxophone part. Da, 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 da. What's the difference between da, 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 do, da, 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 da. Young lady, what's your name? Rachel, what's the difference between the two ways I sang it? Had more accents, right? So the rhythm is much more clear. Da, da, versus da, da. I can imagine if I just talk to you guys like this without really using any kind of articulation. Can't really understand what I'm saying. I'm talking. I said, what if it sounded like I talk to you guys without any articulation? But it doesn't sound like anything if everything's kind of slurred together. If everything's kind of slurred together, it loses the note impact. So articulation is really important. So always practice singing because the way that you talk is the way that you will tend to play. And I'm pretty sure nobody wants to sound like this. Right?
Right.
The drum set. On that last tune, I talked with the other group about setting up the different soloists. So if we got different soloists, we want to make each soloist sound the same. But you also want to make sure that they are in the right place. So what could you do really simple to make sure that the next person knows when to start and somebody knows when to stop? A feel followed by Correct. A feel followed by a crash. So, crash symbols there for you to say, top of the form, next soloist, go. So, you could use more of it. So therefore, it doesn't just sound like drums, 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 more drums, more drums, more drums, without any punctuation. You play the bass, right? You play the bass part? So just be wary of that delay, your finger comes off that key, to determine how your bass note sounds, right? So sounds got a little more connection. So when you have all that quarter note, you're just as important of a timekeeper as the drum player is. So you don't really want to have a bunch of space between your quarter notes. Because the more space you have, the more we start to interpret what the tempo might be. So just think of connect. Because just pressing down the key, you got natural articulation. It's already going to happen. Since you get the bass patch, so you're going to get the do articulation at the beginning, but we don't want to have space. So do, 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 duck, 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 duck. Vertigo, of course, is short, but you can still make it a little bit longer because great timekeeping. So, spectacular job. Keep up the good work. I enjoyed it.
Well, just about everything he said, I would say ditto. He did a great job giving you some ideas. Congratulations. Thank you for getting up early and being here and giving up your Saturday. You'd be probably still sleeping and getting ready for some cartoons and cereal or something by now, right? Maybe? All right. You guys did a great job. Just touch a couple points. If you just take a look at Vertigo for a moment, I think you have it up. Whenever you have that eighth note tied to a half note and it's preceded or it follows a rest, you want to make sure you really nail that note. So anytime you're doing 3 or 4, da, 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 you want to really hit that note. Drummer, you could give a little da, 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 okay, the same type of thing. And again, answer, to his question, what can you do? Use a cymbal to kind of make something happen, to bring some spice to life. Speaking of spice to life, on the solos, add a little variety in what you give on a cymbal hit. Okay, if you're playing ride on one soloist, change to hi-hat, something simple on the other. Don't always just stay to one. That gives them the opportunity to be a little bit more creative and paint a little different color and not always be in that same kind of gray mode maybe, or blue mode, or whatever color we're in. Also, I would think that on the New Orleans piece, you want to think, who's the drummer on that one? You might want to think of doing a little bit of a clicking with your stick, just turn kind of this way on, like 2 and 4, just, so you've got time, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. That would be like really helpful, I think. One thing like that could just add so much to the kind of overall sound that we have. And am I stealing too many of your things? Any of them?
All of them, but
oh, okay. Well, then I'll let you continue. You guys did a great job. Thank you. I know he's going to address something about brass and saxes, so I won't go there.
No, go with the sax. You're a saxophone expert. He's a saxophone guy. Go ahead. Go.
Great job. We have to be careful, though, because there's more of us than them. Not many. We've got them outnumbered, which is the way life should be, right? We're saxophone players. Yes. But we can't overpower them, okay? They're on the same team we are. And we're going for the same common goal. I'll lead you into that.
Thank you.
Thank you. I am right on board with the last 2 adjudicators, and except for one thing, brass players, we're on the same team, but we're behind them, and we want to just kind of take them out. The mic was on, sorry. You have to play louder, okay? You have to play louder. Lead trumpet player, you want to dictate what the whole band does, okay? Can we look at New Orleans Midnight really quick? In the beginning, what I like to tell my band is there are 5 dynamic levels, okay? And pianissimo is 1, piano is 2, and P is 3. So we should be at about level 3 when we start this song. I'm sorry, level 4, because we're at an F. Then we get down to the MP at number 5, it looks like, at number 5. So we want to start here and do this. What I put down is I would like more dynamics, and on this piece, it's New Orleans Midnight, so we want to relax a little bit, okay? Saxophone, we're all playing. Let's start at the beginning. Oh, 1, 2, start. Okay, question for all the wind players. How will you taught to accent that? With a tongue or with air? Or with both? What do you got? Air. Yeah, can you give me just a little? Can you do that for me? Okay, everybody, just winds for 1 second. Okay, 1, 2, wind solo. I like that second accent a lot better because you just push. That's the style you want to do. Now, can we decrescendo on bar 4 into a level 3 now? Okay, here we go. Start with rhythm, please. 1, 2, ready. Okay, one more thing. We want this to be perfect. 1, 2, 3, off. Everybody's got to be off together. Okay, here we go. One more time. 1, 2. Okay, and that, even though half of you dropped out, that's what we want, okay? Not you dropping out, but that kind of a decrescendo. And that, what does that do to the tune? The audience starts, what are they doing? Okay, we're listening more to you now, okay? So brass players, I want you to play just a tad louder, okay? Go over the top of these guys, okay? When they hear you, they're gonna adjust their sound to you guys, okay? So keep it up, you're doing a nice job, everybody. Thanks again for getting up this morning. Let's give them a nice round of applause.